Hey guys, it is Bryden here, and welcome back to our Carlisle United series. This is episode 7, and today's episode we have 3 games for you guys, 2 from the league and 1 from the J-Paint Trophy. We're playing Carlisle Town, a team that is lower in the table, but this will be our first matchup in the J-Paint Trophy. This one being the one where you play against teams in the League 1 and League 2. I'm actually kind of interested in it personally, because it's divided by sections. I don't know a lot about this trophy. I've played, I think, maybe one time with a series in FIFA 12, but I don't really know that much about it, so it'd be great if you guys could comment below, kind of tell me a little bit about the setup of this, because I know it's divided into conferences of, I guess, areas that teams are from, and I might be coming at a completely wrong base there for that, but that's what I kind of get from the standings and whatnot, because you're not playing against all the teams, you're playing against a certain amount of teams, and it kind of looks like they come from certain areas, and you play against ones that are, I think, maybe closer to you geographically. But here in the early parts of the game, Carlisle Town get a goal, and as you know, we had our game against Fleetwood Town in the League Cup. We didn't do too good in that one, and this one really didn't start out that well either, unfortunately. We get that goal against us. We're really trying to do well in this one because you want to have some trophy success, and obviously if we do well in any of these, it's really good for us because we get that extra money. Right now, we're pretty much broke at this point, so if we're able to pick up a couple extra $1,000 or £1,000 to use in any way, shape, or form going ahead into the transfer window, then that's probably going to be a positive for us. But at this point, we're down 1-0 in this game. Going into the second half, though, trying to get a little bit into this one, you know, they have the lead, they have the possession as well. We're trying our best, but really not getting that many opportunities. Redmond here comes in, kind of works his way in, gets a chance off there. It is a save, though, by the Carlisle Town goalkeeper. And Redmond's really been doing a great job. He's one of the bright spots for us. There was a chance off the corner, not able to make that one happen. And Lee Miller, him and Lee Miller have really been the two guys that I've been relying on to get as many of our opportunities as we can. Now around the 70th minute or so, we're trying just to see if we can switch things up, get ourselves a better chance to get back in this one. We're getting a couple opportunities there, as you can see. But it's all for naught as Akinde there gets a goal for Carlisle Town once again in the 72nd minute. And that is pretty much the game here, guys. They get the 2-0 lead. We continue to try and see if we can get ourselves back into this one. But really, they continue to put the pressure on us. So it's almost really not what we're looking for, and a little bit disappointing because we are out of this competition, much like we're out of the League Cup in the first round. So yes, that does mean we get to focus a little bit more on our actual league games. But at the same time, too, as I said, we really don't get any money from this. We don't get any of the benefits from playing in these, and it's quite a bit of fun to go on these little runs, go on a League Cup or an FA Cup or even a J-Paint Trophy run where you get the opportunity to play some extra games against teams that you might normally not play against and have an opportunity to make a little bit extra money and also possibly get a trophy as well. Moving on to our next game, though, it was against Bournemouth, and unfortunately, I lost the actual footage of the game. I think what happened was essentially I've been cleaning up my hard drive because of all the videos I've been making. And since some of the games in this episode were from a little whiles back, that was one of the ones that got deleted and permanently deleted. So unfortunately, I don't have the footage for that, but I still have 3 games in this episode, as I said. We're just going to be skipping that one there. And it's a little unfortunate, too, because it was a game that we did win 3-1. Lee Miller getting 2 goals for us in that game. And it was overall quite a fun game, quite an enjoyable game. So we continue to, do pretty well in the league. We're doing essentially the playoff positions. We're kind of floating around there. Even when we lose, we really aren't dropping off that much. So it's a kind of a nice spot to be in, but still we want to obviously be up a little bit higher than that. And touching on the fact that Bournemouth is not in this episode, I kind of wish it was, because it would kind of pad the difference between the Carlisle Town game and this one, because both of them start off relatively the same way. It's a goal for Doncaster here early on in this game. And it seems, pretty challenging for us as a team that, doesn't have a lot of skill and a lot of talent to really pull comebacks out of our hats. We do, get opportunities, we do get chances, but it becomes a little bit harder when the team already has the lead against you. And they get an opportunity here to make it even worse at this point. Put it into the middle, a couple block shots. Nice job by your team there to keep this game, though, at a 1-0 lead for Doncaster. We get a nice opportunity here from McGovern, I believe. A good chance for him. We get the corner here as well. One of the things I wanted to kind of talk about regarding our team too is we really don't have a captain at this point. Who do you guys like to see as the captain of the team? Because we have Balin being the captain right now, and I really don't feel like he should deserve that role. Not saying that he's a bad player or anything. He's probably our best player on the team, but he's a new acquisition, and I took it away from Thirlwall because really he doesn't get that much playing time. So would you guys like to see Lee Miller as the captain, or is there another person in mind that you think would be a good captain for this team? Let me know in the comments below, and we can definitely appoint someone permanently for the team so that we have a leader for our club moving forward. So going into the second half here, as you saw from the stats, we were having a similar game to the Carlisle Town one, really not getting that great of opportunities. We did get some good chances, though, some more chances than that game had to offer, and playing pretty good defense after that early goal. Unfortunately, though, it wasn't enough to keep Doncaster back, because they get an opportunity off the corner here, and those headers are deadly, especially those corner opportunities. Any set plays really seem to have a bigger impact in League One, and you can see that the lead is now 2-0 for Doncaster. We continue to try and get our own chances. I'm a little bit frustrated at this point because we did get some nice opportunities in this game, but we weren't able to put any of them away. We continue to make things happen, though, and Redmond here for the opportunity kind of works his way around 2 D-men, gets the goal for us, and we are back in this one with only 23 minutes to play, so still an opportunity for us to pull something out. We move ahead here to the 86th minute, though. Nothing really happening for us. We give away a really good free kick to the Canadian Hume here. He gets the opportunity off the free kick to put one away, and jumps over the ball, though, and the opportunity from Doncaster just hits the bar, so we're lucky with that. But unfortunately, we're not able to really spur on any more opportunities our way, and that ends the game as a 2-1 win for Doncaster. So another loss for us in this episode, and unfortunately a loss for us in the league, which is our first loss in the league this season. We've been doing really well to avoid that. We've had way too many draws, which has been a negative, where we've dropped most of our points, but at least the one positive we've taken away from that is the fact that we haven't lost any games. And with this loss here, that is our first loss of the season, so took 13 games, we finally do drop a game. And to finish up this episode, we have a game against Coventry City, another top team in the league. Another rainy day, but we're going to head out there, hopefully have a better performance than our last one there, our last 2 in this episode. Obviously, the Bournemouth one was a good game, but the last 2 that I've shown you guys have been a little bit, subpar to say the least. So moving into this game, obviously with the past streak of ours not being that great, I really wanted to improve upon that, try and do the best we can to get 3 points out of this game, especially playing a team like Coventry City. I really consider those games to be 6-point games where, if you lose the game, they really jump up. You could potentially, if you win the game, move 6 points ahead of them. It's kind of a weird way to look at it, but the double the points, because if they win, then they move up to a certain amount that is 3 more than you are at. But if you would have won, then it would have been 6 more. So those games really take on a heavy importance, because it can really shape the table one way or another. The one other thing I wanted to kind of touch on a bit too is our new scouted player from France, Anthony Gervais. He's had a pretty good start for us. He had a pretty good game against Bournemouth. I think he got the second goal in that one. He hasn't really had a big impact in these ones here, and we actually give him a break because his last game was kind of subpar. But he really has been doing quite a good job for us, so I've been happy with his performances. And he is a bit of a slower player, but he is a bit of a bigger player too, so it'll be interesting to see what type of impact he can have for the team. I prefer, the smaller guy that can have more of an impact on the ground rather than in the air, but, still I think he can be a potential really good player for us, and because he has all that potential too, if he really doesn't work out for the team, we could look at selling him in the future and make some money off him. But really the goal for him is he's a young player, he's got a lot of talent ahead for him, and we're going to try and see what we can do with him on this team. As you can see though, in this actual game, we weren't really doing that great. It was really all Coventry City. It was a 2-0 lead for them going into the second half, and it wasn't going too well. I really wanted to make an impact in this game, as I said, trying to benefit ourselves to get some 3 points. Again, it's a team that really want to not drop points against, but the first half was nothing to be pleased about, and going into the second half, I was going to try my darnest at least to see if we can have a comeback, because we had that game against Doncaster where we had an opportunity to see if we can do something, and it wasn't really working out. We, were able to get that 1 goal back, but not the second goal. We bring on Anthony Gervais, though, and he gets a chance there. A nice one for him, but it's just saved by the goalkeeper, Murphy, there. We get a corner, though, off this corner opportunity. It is an opportunity once again for us to score, and another save by Murphy. So he's doing quite a good job in this game. But Biddencourt there with another chance. I thought that one was going to go in the net. In the 80th minute, though, Madden works his way in, takes a shot, ball falls to him once again, another save by Murphy, and just no luck for us whatsoever. Biddencourt, though, in the 84th minute, is able to find Ballon in the middle there. He takes a shot off the bar and then the net. A great goal by him, and we go run for that ball as quick as we can. We still have 5 minutes to see if we can pull another goal out. A little bit unlikely, especially if the chance is not going our way. But in extra time, Anthony Gires, our new scouted player, takes a chance here on the ground, puts it away, and a great goal by him there, making himself worthwhile for us in this game, bringing him on as a sub. And, you know, not a win, but still something to hang our hat on a little bit, because that was a late comeback, you know, goals in the last couple of minutes of the game to get us at least 1 point and stop Coventry City from getting 3 points out of this game. So, not the best result, but still a result nonetheless that we will take. And that is the end of this episode, guys. Obviously, you know, a little bit of a sketchy episode. We didn't get too many points out of it. We didn't do that great overall, but we still are hanging up there in the playoff spots, which is a positive to definitely take away from this. Heading into the next part of this, so we're going to be going into the international break, so a little bit of a break for us there, but then coming back, we'll be back into the games for our team. No international jobs yet. If we do get any international offers, I will let you guys know. But until then, I'll leave you guys with the standings so you guys can see where we're at, and that's the end of this episode, guys. Thanks for watching.
Portsmouth 3, in Preston North End with 30 points. In second, Sheffield United with 30 points. In third, Coventry City with 28 points. In fourth, Carlisle United with 25 points. In fifth, Doncaster Rovers with 24 points. In sixth, Swindon Town with 23 points. In seventh, Milton Keynes Dons with 22 points. In eighth, Bournemouth with 22 points. Bottom of the table, Crewe Alexandra with 3 points. And then reading up the table, second bottom, Tranmere Rovers with 7 points. Third bottom, Stevenage with 11 points. Fourth bottom, Brentford with 11 points. Fifth bottom, Crawley Town with 14 points.